What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jack Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you in dog life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay, it's in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? But we got the WNBA cannot come back from this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, I've been just seeing it, around the street, you know what I'm saying? Word on the streets, the WNBA doing this and doing that and doing that. You know what I mean? And I'm going to speak, I'm going to speak on how I feel about this situation. See, one thing that these women are in the WNBA is very delusional. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. They're delusional. They think they should be getting paid like NBA players. See, let me go in and inform you how it works. This is not a government-funded league. The government doesn't support the WNBA. The NBA players, the LeBron James, the Stephen Currys, the Kevin Durants, they get paid such high money because people actually engage into the NBA. Players get paid by the people, not the government. So how do you expect the WNBA to pay you when they don't have the money to do it? See, for me, I'm not tuning in to no WNBA game. It's millions of men, millions of women that's not tuning in to a WNBA game. So guess what? Us not tuning in to watch y'all play, you don't get revenue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying no Angel Reese jersey. I'm not buying no Caitlin Clark jersey sales, ticket sales, all that viewership, all that right there is how players get paid. Players don't get paid by the government. The only reason Steph Curry can get that large contract is because the people, they buy tickets to watch the Golden State Warriors. They buy jerseys to watch the Golden State Warriors. And he gets paid off sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? So his name holds so much weight that sponsorships, Gatorade and all that, it's just different for the NBA. The whole world dang near watch the NBA, bro. You know what I'm saying? The whole world. Whole world not watching the WNBA. Steph Curry can go over to Africa and people gonna know who Steph Curry is. Can Angel Reese go to Africa and people know who the freak Angel Reese is? You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry can go to freaking, wherever, bro. Steph Curry, bro, LeBron James can go overseas, bro, and they gonna know who the freak they is. They gonna know who the freak you is, Angel Reese? They gonna know who you is, Caitlin? No. And it's just more entertaining, bro. You know what I'm saying? NBA is just more entertaining than WNBA. I don't even know. Can y'all tell me who the last WNBA champions were? I know about A'ja Wilson, yes. Yes, A'ja Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Paige Bucker. I know about certain players, but do I watch it? Heck no. I haven't watched a bit of WNBA season. Ever. Can't remember a time I sat down and watched a WNBA game. So I'm tired of all this bickering and crying. Y'all trying to compare yourselves to the NBA. We need to be getting paid. Honey, it don't work like that. Ain't no such thing as you being belittled because, hey, bro, I ain't gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't stand, bro, this WNBA acting like they're being mistreated or being belittled. No, nobody just doesn't watch you. Nobody just doesn't buy tickets, and nobody just, I'm not going to say nobody. You have people that does it, but majority of people don't buy tickets, you know what I'm saying, or jerseys, or, you know what I'm saying, like, they just don't watch, you know what I'm saying,
So people thought Angel Reese was insane last year when she said, yeah, CBA's coming up. We deserve more. Because I'm here, and if y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. What are you, crazy? Sit out and crush all the momentum from Caitlin Clark? Well, guess what? Just this week, W players voted yes on a strike. Not on strike yet, but it's officially on the table.
Strike, and, this was and then guess what? When you strike, we do not care. Oh, my God. That's the most damaging, and that's the most craziest thing about it. you strike, we don't care. Now, if the NBA went on strike, we're finna have a problem. If the NFL went on strike, we're gonna have a problem. You see what I'm saying? We care about that because we're invested into that. So I wish they would go on the strike. It's gonna be a problem. They won't be on strike for too long because you know why? Because we care. But the WNBA going on strike? We do not care. Life is going to continue. I guess they think that the world going to stop. Well, the WNBA is going on strike. We need to support them. I don't support you. We're not finna support you. We finna continue watching them Lakers. We finna continue watching that NBA. And we're going to enjoy us. We're going to enjoy us some NBA. We don't care about the WNBA going on strike. I don't care if the WNBA vanishes forever. Yeah, that's how it is with me. For surely only. I don't care if you vanish. You can vanish off the planet Earth, and I promise you, we do not care.
8% yes.
You hurting yourself at the end of the day. You hurting yourself. You ain't hurting us. They act like they hurting us. No, don't go on the strike. I want to watch the Aces. I want to see who the Aces play. Oh, see, I don't even know no other teams. The Aces. I just know about the Aces.
Never see that kind of agreement from players, all on the same page. But if this happens, it could be the end of the WNBA as we know it. Because other leagues are popping up saying, hey, you don't like the W? Come play here. We'll pay you more. So Unrivaled, Project B, these leagues have already signed dozens of the top WNBA players to say, forget the old league. We tried and it failed. But how did this happen? Right when things are going good, it could die? Well, I'll tell you why it happened. Money. It's always money. Caitlin Clark comes into the W, single-handedly lifts the league. For example, the average W game not involving Caitlin got 394,000 viewers, but the average Caitlin Clark game, 1.4 million. That is over a 200% increase for one player, but it affected the whole league. Like we all know, interest in the W as a whole is up. We experienced it. Look at the average finals ratings, around 600K before Caitlin Clark, but her rookie year, 1.6 million viewers, and she wasn't even involved. And right then, a new media rights deal was up. Perfect timing. They would get to cash in on this Caitlin Clark popularity. So the W signed a $2.2 billion deal to show their game starting in 2026. They also expanded to add 6 teams, each paying up to $250 million to get in. So why not share the wealth? Players all mad wearing pay us what you owe us shirts at All-Star, but the owners say no. We floated this league for decades before Caitlin Clark, and now you want to share the money? How about sharing all the debt all those years before? Oh no, you didn't want to do that, but now you want the money. But this is the time of year that NBA
women, man, it's women, man. You know what I'm saying? Women, they have a problem with it now, but now, you know what I mean? Caitlin Clark, now they just feel like look, most people watching because of Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? Most people watching because of Caitlin Clark. That's why most people are watching. You know what I mean? It's just, that's the woman way, man, you know?
$50 in lineups instantly. In fact, the NBA has kept the W afloat, costing about $10 million per year. But Clark's rookie year, the W lost more money than ever at $50 million. How is that possible? Because players wanted more, like private flights to games. So despite making more money than ever, they spent more money too. But at the same time, I can't understand where players are coming from. First off, private planes? Yeah, you can't have Caitlin Clark on American Airlines with me. Well, me, yes, but some of you guys I'm not too sure about. It would be like in the NBA, a random fan being like, hey, Luka, can I get the aisle seat? Sorry, I have to pee a lot. It doesn't work. And the salary, last year, the WNBA Supermax was $250K, average salary $120K, and the minimum just $66,000. But if they go on strike, those numbers go to 0. So they start negotiations last July. The league sent a proposal to the players, and we don't know what it said, but we do know the reaction. One player said, yeah, we got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face. Then MVP runner-up Nafisa Collier threw a grenade.
Like who? Who is this? This is the MVP runner-up? Who? Nafisa, this is my first time ever hearing it. You see what I'm saying? and you want to get paid more. When I don't even know who the freak your MVP runner-up is. This supposed to be one of the best players in the league, and I don't know who this is. This is my first time ever hearing about Nafisa calling about no. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to say a last name. You feel me? But you see what I'm saying? You want to get paid money. Bro, y'all was making, the WNBA wasn't making no money for real. Y'all was flying on American Airlines. So y'all didn't have private jets. Oh, good God almighty, dog. Them folks weren't making no money so much. Them folks were flying with other people. And I promise you, they ain't know who the heck they was. I promise you, look, if I was flying a whole WNBA team, I think they're an AAU team. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all going on a tournament? You know what I'm saying? What y'all got a little AAU tournament coming the whole time? This is a whole professional team. I don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm on American Airlines thinking this is AAU. I'm traveling with an AAU team. If they go to such and such Florida, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in a big tournament. I'm thinking I'm on a plane with an AAU. I'm not thinking I'm on a plane with an MVP front runner. So funny that y'all actually think, pay us what you owe us. Oh my God. How can they pay you something when they don't have it?
To negotiations. She claimed that the W commissioner said something unforgivable.
I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything.
What?
See that? You see that? This is women, bro. You know what I mean? This is women. You know, like this is just plain women. You don't see the NBA, you don't see nobody saying this. You see this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Caitlin Clark does need a WNBA, right? She does need it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she do need it. You feel me? I ain't gonna say she won't be making nothing, but she needs it. You feel me? Just like y'all need it. I'm like, come on, man. For me, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I don't feel sorry about y'all not making what you say you want to make. Bro, you're getting paid close to $1 million for dribbling the basketball. I told you how I feel about that. Even when it comes to NBA players, don't make sense to me why people getting paid millions and millions of dollars to dribble the basketball. So it's like, for me, bro, stop complaining and just shut up and be grateful. That's how I feel. Like, you getting paid close to $1 million to dribble a basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what you're doing is easy. You know what I'm saying? But it's way more easier than a doctor saving people's lives. Having to save a person from dying. That's who I feel like should people that actually people need should be getting paid the most in this world. That's who should be getting paid the most. To me, people that we actually need doctors. We need them type of people. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no W. We don't need no basketball player. What you doing for us? Entertainment? Cool. I can get entertained by watching a movie. Think I need you to be entertained? Huh? It's a lot of other entertainment I can have. So it's all about all that complaining. Just shut up and be grateful. That's how I feel. Shut the freak up and be grateful that you're getting paid close to $1 million playing basketball, bro. Come on, bro. You're getting paid more than doctors. You're getting paid more than people that save people's lives, bro. You know what I mean? But you complaining. But you got people around here that literally working like, what, $15 an hour? They not complaining. You got people that's happy about making $21 an hour, $22 an hour, bro. They happy as freak, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, bro, I'm not going to say they work harder. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm an athlete, bro. And like I said, I box, bro. So I know a lot of work and a lot of like stress that goes into it, like a lot of work. So being an athlete is hard. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I mean, getting paid close to $1 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Million off the court, because without the
at least you doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? People gotta go and work a job they don't love. People forced to work this job, but at least you're blessed. God has blessed you and put you in a position where you can do what you love to do. But half of this world is going to work and doing what they don't love to do, and you complain more about doing what you love to do than they complain doing what they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. I just feel like, bro, just shut up, bro, and be grateful. Just shut up, bro.
platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't
I don't feel sorry for them.
What?
In that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them.
What? I mean, it is one thing to negotiate with someone that you disagree with, but to negotiate with someone you hate is 100 times more difficult. But now, some people say this cannot be fixed because what the players really want here is revenue share, which is exactly what NBA players have. See, those players split all basketball-related income with the owners 50-50, which means if the league does better financially, the players do better financially. And the W players see this awesome trajectory of their league and they want to ride that wave. But it's not all they want. They also want private flights for every team all year, professionalism standards across the league. For example, they don't want to practice at like a community rec center, which I thought was BS. Till I saw this Connecticut Sun thing where they got kicked off their own court for a 2-year-old's birthday party. Seriously, and it was during the playoffs. That actually happened. They also want expanded rosters and benefits, but the owners say no. Yes, we'll give you more money, but not rev share like the NBA. In fact, they offered increases from a max of $250K to $1.3 million, average salary from $120K to $530K, and minimum from $66K to $250,000.
Come on, bro. Like, look at that, bro. It just worked, bro. It's not like they don't. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's not they don't want to pay you. It's that they can't pay you. You ask for private flights for every team. You know that costs money. You asking for this right here. Look, you asking for revenue shares, private flights, professional standards. You asking for expanded. All that costs money, bro. That junk ain't free. The NBA does this because they can do it. So the league doing better. Like even for this season, bro. The beginning of the beginning of the NBA season, bro. Record breaking, bro. They broke records, bro, with viewership, bro. They can do that. That's what I'm trying to tell these WNBA players. They can do that. WNBA, they can't do that. You can't do what the NBA can do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You feel me? They can do that. They can split the revenue with owners, bro, because the viewership is so high. Millions of people be watching games, bro. Millions of people watch Lakers. Millions of people watch the freaking Spurs. Millions. You got people invested, bro. You got people betting on games, bro. They making money when it comes to them betting, bro. Betting on games. You got people that's invested with the NBA, bro. They betting on. That's their livelihood, bro. Ain't nobody betting on the WNBA. People more invested in the NBA. I'm more invested with the NBA, bro. We just more invested, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's invested to the WNBA, bro. That's what we got to understand. People are the reason why the NBA can freaking make this money. They can do the private flights. People are the reason, bro. Like the Lakers, bro. $1 billion company, bro. All the Lakers, all the jersey sales. Especially with Luka coming into town. Luka got fans from all across the world, bro. Nobody in the WNBA is on Luka's level. SGA. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It's common sense at the end of the day, bro. You know, but women, man, women just don't understand. They delusional, bro. Not every woman delusional, but WNBA players, y'all delusional, bro. Y'all honestly think that y'all should be getting paid the same as NBA players. Private flights, they can't afford it.
Rosters and benefits, but the owners say no. Yes, we'll give you more money, but not rev share like the NBA. In fact, they offered increases from a max of $250K to $1.3 million, average salary from $120K to $530K, and minimum from $66K to $250,000 throughout the league, which sounds good.
It does.
The players say no. In fact, we hate that so much, we're going on strike if you don't give us NBA style rev share, because we see that this league's gonna keep growing while you're trying to stick us down here at this fixed money, and we don't care that you lost money on the WNBA all those years. That was your decision. You wanted to start a WNBA league, okay? That's on you. And now we're here, so we want to cut. And even Caitlin Clark said, this is the biggest moment the WNBA has ever seen, so we are going to fight for everything we deserve. She also said, at the same time, we do need to play basketball, because Caitlin knows a strike could kill the whole thing. Just look at baseball in 1994. MLB was America's #1 sport. They go on strike in 94, got passed up by the NFL and NBA, and have never come back. And that was the #1 sport. What do you think happens with the WNBA? All this momentum would be crushed and probably never come back. But this guy, David Sampson, perfectly outlines what happens next. See, he ran MLB teams for 20 years, so he knows all about negotiations. He was asked, what happens if the players don't budge and they don't move on their demands?
Maybe the end of the WNBA. The players will move. The biggest thing they did wrong, they said this is their moment. And so they've put a lot of pressure on themselves. They put themselves in a corner where they feel like they have to get it or it's like a major loss. And so if you had any ability to invest and you wanted to start a league to compete with the WNBA, this is the time. That could be the end of the WNBA.
Oh, and it turns out there are several women's leagues who see this coming. A 3-on-3 league called Unrivaled, a 5-on-5 called Project B, have all signed dozens of the top WNBA players already. And these leagues are promising them big paydays and rev share to the players. But that would obviously be a huge step back because those leagues don't have the momentum or the popularity of the WNBA. And it would
like, what is Project B? What is Project B? What is this? You know what I'm saying?
Of all the players. Like, can you imagine if the NBA fell apart? Yeah, we'd all still watch the players, but if all the players were split among 2 leagues, it would suck. So as crazy as it sounded, we may actually see these players go on strike, and the W might take a hit it cannot come back from. But there is plenty of drama going on in the NBA right now as well. If you like sort of the play-by-play story of this video,
man, but anyways, man, nobody cares if you go on strike. Go on strike, you hurt yourself. You know what I mean? They can't pay you what they don't have. So go on strike. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality. Nobody cares about, you know what I'm saying, you going on strike. This is the biggest you ever going to get. You know what I'm saying? So just enjoy that. It's the biggest you ever going to get. You're not going to get no bigger. You're never going to be on the NBA's level. You know what I'm saying? So just get that to your thick head. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, that's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy. But you end up like Beezy, man. They're delusional, man. Freaking delusional.